Hi and greetings. This is Joelle, the Viberarian, and I'm just coming on to share with you a reading that I received yesterday. So, yesterday was May 1st, which is May Day, and also Beltane. Now, I personally was not necessarily familiar with what exactly Beltane is. But I'd seen a lot of posts and things around Facebook and the internet talking about it. So I knew that there was around the May Day symbolism where it had something to do with couples coming together and tying around the May pole. I remember doing that from elementary school, wrapping ribbons around a pole. So I wanted to I guess I just felt this inside urge to tap in for some guidance from a reading. So I decided to use the two things that I felt represent the divine masculine, divine feminine in my oracle deck. So my first one is going to be from the Mother Mary oracle guidance. The divine feminine, through the mother aspect, tends to present herself very much in my life, and it's always beautiful to have her loving energy around. And I also then have the Rumi oracle, which again is then the divine masculine. And I wanted to see what messages would flow from Brother Rumi, then in partnership with the sacred feminine message that was received. So that was my intention in doing the spread. And I thought, what a better way to look at that than through some angelic guidance in the middle of the union. So I went with the Doreen Virtue's daily guidance from your angel's oracle card. And so I drew two cards to see what energies lie between the masculine and feminine for Beltane. Now, when the cards came out, I was very much moved, but I kind of thought that it was like a personal reading, so I was not necessarily guided to share it at that point in time. But as I was going to sleep last night, I looked into a couple of the groups that I'm in online, and I saw this message that I was like, oh my goodness. This person said that they are dancing to Beltane music with my flower crown. Did a small ritual with a candle, and now I'm dancing. I'm tired of being tired. Let's just dance together, vibe together, and feel the life pulsing. Now, I think that was so beautiful. I personally have been feeling very tired, not exhausted, but rather just kind of low in energy, very restful for the last probably 12 to 14 days. It's beautiful because I've been able to get in rested naps and go to bed early and things of that nature to manage it. But a lot of people around me are talking about just feeling that they could just use more sleep, even though they're sleeping okay. Just an increased need for rest. So, of course, that when they said that tired of being tired and wanting to just have fun and dance, that energy just swept over me. And then when I saw that she said that the flower crown, that also resonated. And so I knew then that I should share the messages that I received for the collective, because the same image that came through in the reading, as you will see, is also presenting around in forums. So it's a collective experience. What I wanted to do is figure out what is Beltane, first of all. So I went to the website Goddess and the Green Man, and that is goddessandgreenman.co.uk/Beltane. And they say that Beltane is a time for honoring life. It represents the peak of spring and the beginning of summer. Earth energies are at their strongest and most active. All of life is bursting with potent fertility, and at this point in the wheel of the year, the potential becomes conception. On May Eve, the sexuality of life and earth is at its peak. Abundant fertility on all levels is the central theme. The maiden goddess has reached her fullness. She is the manifestation of growth and renewal. Flora, the goddess of spring, the May queen, the May bride. The young oak king, as Jack in the Green, as the Green Man, falls in love with her and wins her hand. The union is consummated and the May Queen becomes pregnant. Together, the May Queen and the May King are symbols of the sacred marriage, or Hieros Gamos, the union of earth and sky, and this union has merely been reenacted by humans throughout centuries. For this is the night of the Greenwood marriage. It is about sexuality and sensuality, passion, vitality, and joy, and about conception, a brilliant moment in the wheel of the year to bring ideas, hopes, and dreams into action, and to also have some fun. Now, they talk about how there is the ceremony of hand fasting, which is to make a commitment between a couple, and you've seen them where they tie their hands together with ribbons and things. That's where the origin of the word tying in the knot comes from. And also jumping a broomstick at that time. You jump the fire together and pledge to be with each other if you were a couple during the Beltane festival. So I thought that it was just so beautiful, because this is springtime and it definitely, there is so much life and I can feel so much abundance coming forward. And I can see it in the lives around me. I can see it in my own life. So I was very excited then to look at the guidance that came through in a very beautiful and profound way. So the guidance from the angels that came in first speaks about the energy of the ocean, and that the deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all cares and concerns. And I love getting this guidance because I love bath time, first of all. It is like my thing. I love to take salt baths and to clear my energy. It's like if I can do it every day, that's my preferred way to end my day, is with a sea salt soak. I love the ocean, something about the salt water, and you hear reference to the womb of the salt waters of the womb, and that certainly spoke to me as an aspect of the divine feminine presenting. Also with the ocean, taking to the water to be purified and to be renewed and refreshed. To release all negative energies and to clear your energy field. Now, the secondary guidance then is about what do you desire? So this card speaks to me of, look at how all the green growth and the blossomings. This to me is like a pentacles energy of what are you manifesting? And the energy of this card speaks to, you now have the opportunities to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. So I love this here because it's looking at, when I just looked, it was like looking directly at me, asking me a question to think really and truly about what it is I want to manifest into this world at this time of conception and creation. So this to me was like earth and water. So you have the emotional waters, the feeling, and then we know that we can use our emotions then to charge our manifestations, to really embody that which we intend from a high vibrational space. So when I was laying out my crystals, I thought that it was really important to bring into the womb, out of the womb, into the manifest material realm. And so I used my rose quartz that is an egg shape here, which to me represents then a creation that is of unconditional love. Now, between the masculine and the feminine, the angelic guidance then brings down from above guidance and emotional intuition through the movement of our feelings and intuition down into manifestation. And even here, I have embodying then love into the material plane. So I wanted to find out then what is the sacred feminine, the bride on May Day's energy speaking of. And it was this particular card, Our Lady of the Rose Crown. I just love the vibrancy of this. If you'll notice the 3 flowers on her crown, to me the 3 is part of the representation of the Holy Trinity, the threefold flame that is created in the true mergence of the masculine and feminine in unity in the sacred marriage of Hieros Gamos. And I love here how you can see that the high heart chakra, that area just below your throat chakra, is ablaze really with a flame. It's just lit with this beautiful solar plexus yellow color. So when I read the quote about that she had her flower crown on, I said, oh, this is beautiful resonance. And so let me bring the beautiful adorned bride forward. And I really did feel just in that moment, it was like a kiss and a blessing from the mother, the feminine, as the crown settles onto your head. You can truly feel like the bestowing of love from the feminine aspect that is all nurturing, that comes from the womb and then blossoms into the heart space. So I thought that, and you can see here the blue of the illumination coming connected from higher guidance, from the higher thoughts down into the unconditional love and empowerment energy of the beautiful divine Our Lady of the Rose Crown. So with these Mother Mary Oracle cards, they're just so beautiful. I love the guidance that Alana Fairchild has channeled with them. So I do want to share that as it is written for this particular sacred feminine. So that is from Mother Mary Oracle and Guidebook by Alana Fairchild. You are my child and a royal divine being. I protect your spiritual deepening now as you descend further into the living divine heart and know all to be love. As the mysteries reveal themselves to you now, divine rapture awaits you. I shall keep you grounded and authentic, productive in the world that needs your light, even as I guide you into ecstatic communion with your holy nature. No matter where we think we are on our spiritual path, there is always somewhere and something deeper to experience. Our Lady of the Rose Crown appears when you are about to enter into another level of spiritual experience. This new level will be appropriate and healing for you, taking you naturally along in your spiritual progress. What might be suitable for another is unlikely to be exactly right for you. Our Lady watches over you with all-knowing tenderness and fierce protection. Only what you need will come to you. You have been preparing for this time, quite possibly without realizing it consciously. It can take years of preparation to be ready for the next level of spiritual awakening. In order to be prepared, we might have to be challenged in a relationship that really stretches or breaks our heart. In that situation, we are learning to love more unconditionally. To either let the relationship go or stay with it, depending on what is right for us. We might experience weeks, months, and even years of not really knowing. Excuse me. In order to be prepared, we might have to be challenged in a relationship that really stretches or breaks our heart. In that situation, we are learning to love. In order to be prepared, we might have to be challenged in a relationship that really stretches or breaks our heart. In that situation, we are learning to love more unconditionally, to either let the relationship go or stay with it, depending on what is right for us. We might experience weeks, months, or even years of not really knowing with any certainty if we are on the right path or living the life we are supposed to be living. In that continued crisis, we are learning how to remain present, to remain open, and to learn to trust even in the absence of clarity. Or perhaps everything in our life seems to be upside down. A loved one is struggling, or our own inability to resolve an issue that has troubled us deeply for some time and is causing us to feel almost unbearable anguish. No matter what the crisis or challenge, the way that we learn to respond and grow through it provided us with the development that we needed to be able to sustain the next level of divine experience. Love is the most powerful force in our universe. It is in everything and reveals itself in unlimited ways. To encounter this love, to be open to it, ready to receive it, to be changed, illuminated, irradiated by it, takes tremendous preparation. Spiritual energy in the presence of the Divine Mother is very real and extremely powerful. It is in some ways like the energy of the sun. It can give life, but equally it can be destructive if we do not acknowledge and manage the effect of the power upon us for good or ill. What is loving and uplifting at one place of our journey will not necessarily be enough to lift us into the next phase of our journey. For this next phase, perhaps we need more challenge, a more loving presence to leave behind what we thought we knew and how we thought we needed to live in order to allow more of the divine to live through us into the world. Our Lady of the Rose Crown comes to tell you that you have been in preparation, and now the time is fast approaching or is already upon you, whereby you are opening to more divine realization. This is a sacred and precious gift and is happening in perfect accordance with your own spiritual growth. She asks that you drop preconceived expectations of how this will manifest and simply be present to what is happening within you and your life now. No matter what you may initially think, what you are being shown right now is more of the divine in its mysterious, creative, funny, and unfathomable genius. Whether you can make sense of it or not, your heart and soul will be fed by it, strengthened and empowered to more fully live your divine light and discover who you truly are, a magnificent royal child of the Divine Father and the Divine Mother. If you have been wondering about your spiritual growth or noticing that you judge others less and are able to hold compassion more easily, this oracle comes as a confirmation that yes, you have gone through a spiritual growth spurt, and also more is to come. If you have been feeling as though you have been tested spiritually with a recurring issue, then this oracle comes with the guarantee of divine success and congratulations as you are passing your spiritual test, and the Mother is in celebration with you. Soon you shall feel that and join her delight. How beautiful. I definitely have been feeling the transitions of this year, a shaping energy. It has been a year of unexpected changes, twists, and turns, but all of it overall, I just am thankful for and excited about. And I'm definitely feeling the spring and like dancing with joy for the beautiful things that are going to be coming up, blossoming from the seeds that have been planted. I'm sure there's some seeds that are out there that I've probably forgotten about that are going to burst forth, and it's going to be like, oh my gosh, I forgot about you. Beautiful. And so I just love this flower crown. And I have here also then like a rose quartz embodied over the feminine energy. bringing down into the sacred circle. Now, the masculine energy I thought was quite interesting. I was not expecting it, but it started to make sense. So this is number 15, Divine Mother Manifests. And as I just looked at that, it was 20 minutes and 22 seconds, 222. So in looking at this card, this is in the masculine energy, bringing forth. And so if you'll see here, you have the mother and the salt water of the womb aspected in this side of the reading. And then here you have the manifestation, bringing down into creation, then through the masculine down into their aspect of the circle. And if you look here in this, when I'm seeing the energy, the first thing I notice is the green energy, the heart space, creating from an energy of love, from an expanded solar plexus with the yellow that is empowering the masculine, fueling the energy, coming into balance then with the feminine aspect within himself as we come into balance with the masculine energy within the feminine as well. And I see here then purple and blue also, which speaks to bringing in intuitive guidance and healing. This violet flame, the violet energy of healing and transmuting and connecting, being nurtured in the mother's arms, but the masculine bringing energy into the manifestation. So let's see here in the Rumi deck. Divine Mother manifests. Oh, you living in the world of 6 directions, accept the gloom and accept the bliss. For those seeds buried in the ground will one day grow into fruitful orchards. Rumi. We share her, this Divine Mother, you and I. We are her precious children. We are born through her love, and she shares in our losses and our gains, our tragedies and our triumphs. Her hair forms the galaxies, her thoughts become the stars. The sun is her own warmth, and her breath is felt upon this earth, causing the roar of the ocean waves. Her voice is heard in the call of the whales and the trill of the birds. She is all, nurturing life into existence. She is in my reaching for you, and she is in your acceptance of my divine hand. She is all, this great lady. Nothing lies outside her sphere of influence and power, compassion and grace. That includes you and your dreams, great and small, my angel of love. This oracle comes to you via the sacred grace and mercy of the Divine Mother, who is the great manifesting expression of divinity. All that is created, all that is made manifest, without exception, flows from her being. This is why it is safe to trust in life, even, most specifically, the inexplicable mystery and even the darkness that may give rise to fear and judgment within us. It is all part of her unfathomable workings. So we pray for light, we pray for love, we honor and live our lives with its mysteries with as much integrity as we can muster. But beyond that, it is best to participate in this life with much less certainty than the mind would have us believe necessary for inner peace. Inner peace doesn't come with understanding, it comes with trusting. Can we understand a star or a galaxy? Perhaps not, yet we can choose to trust in its beauty and beingness, and from it derive great energy, hope, and inspiration. The ways of the Divine Mother are not to be judged by our limited standards, rather than can be witnessed, experienced, and received. What a relief to not need to understand. What a relief to simply live with trust and know that everything will work its way out. Through those wise ways of the Divine Mother, there is a gift headed for you now. Will you receive it? That gift is one of manifestation, something you have been working towards, growing into, loving and dreaming for, perhaps for a very long time, is finally coming to fruition. Perhaps you have caught a sniff of the aroma from the divine kitchen and know the meal is nearly ready and it smells delicious. Or perhaps you have already been a curious and naughty angel. You've poked your head through a door to the divine dining room only to be captivated by the candlelight dancing and reflection upon gleaming silverware and the subtle sounds of crystal goblets and finest china being laid down upon an exquisite dining table. Or maybe, dearest one, you have absolutely no idea what is about to happen. With your thoughts and attention so often turned to the past or the future, you have yet to realize what is coming to life for you in this moment. Perhaps you will not gain any advance notice. You will instead run smack into the middle of a dinner party hosted in your honor, and perhaps even feel unprepared, wondering if this morning's yoga attire is suitable for such a grand occasion. You are being asked to receive this gift completely and utterly, whether you feel sufficiently worthy or not, or appropriately and readily attired. It is time, and the bestowal of this gift is as it should be. Whether it seems to be in the best form or how it should be according to your opinion or the opinions of others, it is the Divine Mother. It is as the Divine Mother has accorded it to be. She has her wild ways, of course, and oftentimes her workings in the world are, to put it mildly, downright unfathomable. Yet somehow all things, all creation, all of life, her every working, serve love. You are one of her creations, and so is the eminent manifestation of your own heart truths. Live it, love it, receive it completely. It is yours and meant to be so. This oracle comes with additional guidance for you. No matter whether or not things appear to be working out, they are. And you are held in the loving protection of the Divine Mother to keep you from straying from your highest path and divine destiny. There is work here for you to do upon this planet in your own unique way. It is the work of the Divine Mother, the work of love. So then allow her to care for you, even if you wonder what the heavenly minx is up to at times. I just love this message because in bringing together the sacred flame of the feminine and the masculine, as we have in the Hieros Gamos, in the sacred marriage of twin flames, we have the manifestation and the seed and the fertilizer, then the energy that brings that seed forth of creation forward. We have the balance of the feminine, the Sophia, and the Christos, the logic and the wisdom coming together in sacred marriage in order to bring forth the manifestation. The masculine brings in this energy of the green man at Beltane to bring to the fairest that he sees. So I think this is a beautiful message of bringing into our own inner selves, first, that balance of our masculine drive and energy of getting things done, and our feminine energy of the emotions, the nurturing, the water side of the transaction, to bring in to the plant that will spring forth. It is our life that is our beautiful garden of that which we desire. I love the fact that this is a time with the moon in order to look at what do you desire, what is it that you want to bring into manifestation, and making sure that everything that you are moving to is based on that love, that it is a creation. If it's your work project, if it is a loving relationship, whatever it is that you're doing, that energy that comes down is bringing in angelic guidance that is beautiful and will blossom with the nurturing of the feminine and the energy of the masculine. I just thought that this was such a beautiful view of what the sacred marriage is internally, first and foremost, when we come into a love affair with ourselves, when we feel the crown of our connection to our higher self and our higher guidance, our highest vibrational state, when we feel the unconditional love and acceptance for ourselves, then we're able to transfer that energy into that which we choose to direct it to. We use our masculine energetic outpouring to then create the life that we want, to create the career that we want, to create the families that we want, to create the beautiful art that we want, all of those things which speak to us as individuals first, before it speaks to us ever coming then to the outer marriage where our counterpart in the co-creative circle, in the co-creative dynamic, comes forward as well. At this May 1st, Beltane, I think, this was 15, and so that was 5-1. So it's, the numerology is similar. So it's a May 1st and May 2nd, the energy that is new, that is now. Just celebrate it. I personally am going to be going outdoors to dance with like a childlike energy in the sunlight for a little bit. I'm going to look for some little flowers to put in my hair behind my ear. And I'm going to just embody the May Queen energy and I already know and feel that my masculine aspect is so present and courtly and ready to whirl me around in the dance. So I just wanted to share this for those of you who resonate with the imageries in these cards and who are observing Beltane and who are also on the sacred lover's journey, to know that the time of coming into deeper union is now, and that there will be new growth coming forward across all levels of our inner and outer union. Thank you for sharing this reading with me. Namaste.